Welcome to the Business Process Operation Simulation game. Here you can experience excellent enterprise education. Okay, now let's have a look at the user interface and where we can manage our daily business activities. That's the login screen. As you can see, you're going to get your login code from your instructor, and this just type it in or copy it and then log in. Okay, this is how the home screen looks like. You've got on the left top, you've got the home button, you've got information with the ID of your game, and you can see here that we're currently in round 1 and the game is paused. Well, if the game is not paused, you have like 60 seconds for one round. This one round equals a working day, so 20 working days are a month, 60 working days are a quarter, and 240 working days are a year. Okay, so that's just like some additional information. Then on the right top, you've got kind of like your user, where you can log in, log out. You've got a notification screen where you can click in. There you can see kind of like, for example, delivery successful or couldn't be delivered. So there are some notifications on that. And the CEO kind of like has some initial information that if you log in as CEO, that you can see, for example, how many finished goods you got or what are the backlogs. And currently the CEO has also all kind of like activities at his side. So those are kind of like the activities you can source, you can make, you can deliver. The planning function is mainly to manage the other team members. You can decide for investments. For example, do you want to invest into a new machine or reduce tool change time? Or regarding the warehouse, do you want to rent a new rent space in a warehouse or buy a new warehouse? It's up to 10 warehouses you can buy, at least in the normal setup of the game. And then also you can find all that information if you want to do something here on the left side. It's called Game Info. If you click on that, there will be another menu with a source, make, deliver, and plan that flips out or drops down, where you can kind of like see all the information. Well, we'll come to that. So that's the basic information, as I told you, kind of like the finished goods, the backlog, the open orders, and the raw material. That's what the view on the CEO. We'll also have some videos in the future that will be placed in that blue screen. Perhaps there are more than one video, so just check the actual version and kind of like the user interface. But that's the general user interface, as you can see it here. If you click on source, you have kind of like, for example, one field that is for information. That's the open order regarding, that's your report, open orders. So whenever you place an order, and you can see those fields differ. Here you've got an order button and you've got the light gray fields. Here you can type in the amount of products you want to order. Whenever you send out an order, it will be directly transferred to the open order. Where you can see that. Then you have like the information on how many raw materials are currently in your warehouse. And you can also see an information on the current maximal storage is 10,000 parts in total. So if you want to have a higher amount of products that you are able to store, then you have to go to the plan function, either rent or buy warehouse or space. And depending on the instructor, you will have the option for alternative orders. So that's kind of like an alternative supplier. And here it's the same. You can type in how many products you want to order from your alternative supplier. However, please check also that mostly the alternative orders, the alternative raw materials, have a higher price than the normal raw materials from your normal supplier. If we go to the make function, we have kind of like a similar view on that. We first of all have the information how many raw material is available. So if we have the product tree and we have enough time, because production time is based on the round time, as we will see a little bit later on, it's kind of like you can produce, and if you want to produce, you can decide how many products do you want to produce. Just type in the numbers and then hit the produce button. Whenever some products are produced and they're finished, they go directly into your warehouse of the finished goods. And this is the amount of products the people at the deliver function then can deliver. In case you have a second machine, the second machine will appear here and it will be the same view as it is here. So it will be kind of like production machine 1, production machine 2. And then you have like 2 machines if you decide to invest into a second machine. If you decide to reduce your tool change time, there won't be any machine. However, in the background of the system, it allows you to produce more, then you will have more time available for your production. If we go to the deliver function, as I told you, you see how many finished goods are available. And then you can see kind of like backlog/orders. So if something is ordered from your customer, it goes into that field. As you can see here, you have 900, 800, 1,800 products ordered by your customer. You have to check if there are enough products in here. Yes, there are enough products. Then you can fill in those numbers and you just fill in those numbers into your customer field. So you would fill in here 900, 800, 1,800, and then you can click the deliver button. You also have the chance to, in this case, again, it depends on your instructor, to deliver this amount or the rest amount that is available to an alternative customer. But also here, you get less money for your product, so you have less revenues instead of delivering to your normal customer. And you also have to consider that there might be a new order in the next round where you don't have enough finished goods available, and then you have to pay backlog costs, which is also not something you should do or what you want to do. Reviewing your financial performance, there's a dashboard we can provide. If you just click on that dashboard, it's also the option from the instructor to switch it on or off, so you will see either a dashboard or not. If you don't see it, you still have the chance to access the database and create your own dashboards to kind of like to measure your financial performance and to get kind of like an overview on that. In addition, we've got the game info button. As I told you, that's general information on the game, how the game is customized. So whenever you have a question, just go to the game info, and a menu drops down and you will have like different information in each field, like source, make, deliver, and also plan. If there's a problem, please click on the report a problem button. Just write something in there. You can add your email address if you want to have feedback. If you just want to give us the information there's a problem and I have an issue, we would be very happy if you can report that problem to us to help us to become better. So that's the game information. As I told you, if you open the menu, it's a drop-down menu and you have those 4 different fields which kind of like provide you the information as we have in there. In addition, the database field, there will be a video in the future, a little bit, a small one, how to connect to a database. But for example, if you use Microsoft Excel, it's very simple, just like you have to install the ODBC drivers in advance. But there's a lot of videos available in the internet on how to install ODBC drivers. For the connection to the database, in the current version, it's BPOS .e4s.games. So and we've got a user and a password and the database. So that's just like the information here that you need to log in to the database. And again, you can use any program on the market as it is a MySQL database.